Okay, I'm Mark Snyder with the Mueller Company. I'm the Northeast District Engineer. I want to go over the features of the Super Centurion 250 fire hydrant. We have the reversible main valve, double-sided, where you can flip it over. It's having a spare part in place. We've also got the stainless steel coupling that has stainless steel pins, cotter pins, and clevis pins. That's a new feature for a couple years. It's a tear-away coupling. In our reservoir, we do things a little bit different. We use oil instead of grease.
And this is what kind of oil, Mark?
Mineral oil,
right?
Food grade.
Right.
Anything on the hydrant now is food grade. You must use food grade material on any part of the hydrant. Even if you're using grease, we make some other hydrants that use grease, and it's a food grade grease.
How much oil does this reservoir hold?
Approximately 7.5 ounces. We have a oil filler plug. When you in the field, when you go to maintain or service your hydrant, you remove the plug. We have a tip on the bottle. When it runs out of the hole, you're full. It still leaves you a barrier area there that will allow for expansion in the summertime when the oil and the hydrants heat up from the sun beating on them all day. Our nozzles, we still screw our nozzles in because we don't want the nozzles to come out.
Can you take a nozzle off, Mark, on this? Or is it possible?
See. This one, we can take the cap off.
Yeah. Explain why the nozzle's tapered like it is.
Okay, this is a 2.5-inch NST cutaway nozzle, national standard threads. We actually reverse threads the nozzle into the hydrant where the hydrant's threaded, so the nozzle would thread into the left. That way, if the cap would freeze on you in the wintertime or gall up, you can beat on the cap and the nozzle will not spin out. You can still get the caps off. We also have a locking feature. There's a stainless steel locking screw. This doesn't have it because of the cutaway, but there's a stainless steel locking screw that goes in there that keeps the nozzle from moving either way, tightening it or loosening it, so the nozzles basically do not come out. We have special tools that grab onto the ears if you have to replace the nozzle if it gets cross-threaded, which happens a lot because people try to hook up to the 2.5s to steal water and they will actually cross-thread the nozzle and have problems with it. This also here, if you look at the rounded edge of our hydrant, this is critical for flow. So when you do your flow testing, we don't have square edges. The nozzle doesn't
you got one of the best flow characteristics of any hydrant.
Absolutely. Flow characteristics are the best of any hydrant manufactured. The head loss per 1,000 gallons is the lowest in the industry.
So like on this is a 4.5-inch.
That's a 5 1/4.
5 1/4.
That's a 5 1/4 cutaway. This is the big boy, the heavy one.
So this front nozzle is.
That's a 4.5-inch NST nozzle on this hydrant, which is standard for most areas. Now the threading, what's different on a lot of pumper nozzles in the Northeast are and this one's on pretty tight, but the thread pattern will be different depending on the city. In the Northeast, we have a lot of fire departments been around a long time and they have their own special thread, but most of them are a 4.5-inch thread on the pumper nozzle.
So on a 5 1/4-inch fire hydrant, like at 60 PSI, this hydrant easily would deliver 2,500 gallons per minute.
Depends on the flow that's feeding, the main that's feeding the 6-inch lead line.
Right.
All lead lines now per AWWA are supposed to be 6-inch.
Right.
So it depends. If you take that 6-inch and you have it coming off of a 12-inch or a 16-inch water main, flow's going to be tremendous.
Oh, probably close to 3,000.
Thousands, yeah.
Thousands of
yeah, absolutely.
Right. Yeah, it's a beautiful hydrant. Definitely. Thanks, Mark.
Sure, Scott.